Καλησπέρα σας, καλώς ορίσατε στο Hellenic TV. Σήμερα θα σας παρουσιάσουμε τον Μάνο Χαλιτζόγλου, ο οποίος θα μας μιλήσει για το Stockhub, μια καινούρια πλατφόρμα. Good evening, Manos. Nice to meet you at Hellenic TV.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Manos, can you tell us first of all a bit about your background, please?
Sure. So I've worked in the investment industry for the last 13 years. I started my career at the European Central Bank, providing research assistance to the economics division. I then moved to an investment media company where I produced investment research for around 5.5 years. Following that, I moved to an investment company where I researched and made investments. And then since last year, I started up my own company, and that's what I'm working on now.
Okay, that sounds excellent. And if I'm not mistaken, your studies at the university, was it Imperial College?
Yes, that's right.
Excellent. Okay. And what are you working on now?
Good question. So I'm working on a company called Stockhub, and the mission of the company is to help make more money for everyone and not just the wealthy. And essentially our first product is a investment research platform. So essentially we're providing free to access investment research.
It sounds very good, very interesting, Mano. And what exactly is Stockhub? How does it work?
Sure. So essentially we noticed a problem when it comes to investing. And the problem is that many people don't know actually what to invest in. And really, this is how the whole idea of the company came about. I myself didn't know what to invest in, and I found myself spending a considerable amount of time researching investments, and I thought there's got to be a better way. So what we're doing is we're providing free to access investment research, because evidence suggests that investment research helps people to make better investment decisions and ultimately better investment returns.
And who are your target users, Mano? Can everyone use it? And also, this is a double question. Is it easy to use it for people that they don't have much knowledge with technology like myself? So go on.
Sure. So the objective is to help everyone and not just the wealthy. And, you know, that includes people who don't have much experience in investing. And historically, investing has been targeted towards the wealthy. And one of the main groups of people that benefit from investing, surprisingly, are the wealthy. We feel that's wrong. We feel investing should be accessible to everyone. And that's why we've worked tirelessly hard to create a platform that anyone can use. So our target audience is everyone, but at the same time, we're focused more specifically to those who want to make more money.
Okay, before we continue, let's go and watch a really nice promotional video.
Introducing Stockhub, the world's best investment platform, empowering those who see things differently to feel happier and make better returns on their money, for free from just about anywhere and in as little as 1, 2, 3 clicks. Or, if you prefer, no clicks. Hey Siri, invest $10,000 in Apple at the market price.
Please confirm.
Confirmed.
Congratulations, you invested $10,000 in Apple.
So what are the main features of Stockhub? Access to the largest number of investments to help you invest in exactly what you're looking for. Zero commission investing and the lowest bid-ask spreads on investments to help maximize the returns on your money. The highest quality information to help you make better investment decisions. And access to the world's most important investments, such as companies that are developing a vaccine against COVID-19 to help you add significant value to the world. Feel happier, Stockhub. Register your interest now. From Mali.
It looks simple, very easy, Mano, but at some point it says, and if you want or no clicks, what do you mean no clicks? How does it work?
Yeah, so good question. So essentially it means that you can invest using your voice. And, most people invest by, clicking on the mouse on their computer.
Yes.
Or you can invest by pressing a finger on your mobile. And to create a different investment experience, potentially a better investment experience, we've developed a feature where you can invest using your voice. And one of the target audiences for that feature is people who can't see, and really the only way that they can invest is by using the voice.
This is actually very interesting, Mano, because actually one of my questions, it was to ask you if it's accessible to all the people with any abilities or disabilities, because nowadays it's really important to make it accessible to all the people. So well done. This is fantastic news.
That's something that we're very passionate about as well.
Excellent. That's great news. And okay, I don't know much about investment. How do I know where to invest?
So good question. So it really depends on your background. And as you mentioned, you don't have much experience in investing.
Yes.
So we've actually developed a tool that, based on your goals, your risk preferences, and any constraints that you may have, it will then intelligently suggest 5 of the most suitable investments. So rather than having to go through, there's potentially millions of investment opportunities out there, rather than having to go through every single one, which would take obviously a very long time, using our tool, we filter the investments to 5 of the most suitable ones. Okay. And then after that, you can research only 5 of those investments, and then you decide which one you want to invest in.
Okay, you've mentioned about risk. So I'm a person who doesn't really like much risk. Will I have the opportunity to choose? Can you elaborate this? What exactly do you mean?
Good question. So essentially, we're creating a platform that anyone can use, and also is personalized depending on people's preferences, including their risk preferences. So if, for instance, your risk appetite is lower than other people, then we will suggest investments which are less risky.
Okay, I guess that's more acceptable by me. And I know that I will be very anxious to see some money coming in. So when will I see a return on my investment?
So that really depends on the investment that you make.
Okay.
So just to give an example, I made an investment and my money doubled in 3 months. But typically we suggest waiting between 3 and 5 years to see your return. But as I mentioned, you can see your return much earlier than that, but just to be conservative, we suggest 3 to 5 years.
So we have to be patient,
Yes.
really.
Investing is a patient game.
Oh, exactly. So what is the minimum amount that someone can invest? As I said, I want to play safe. I don't want to invest too much. Is it okay? Is it acceptable? Absolutely.
So, the mission is to help everyone, including people who don't have as much money yet or don't want to invest as much. So the investments that will be on the platform where you can invest with as little as £10.
And I'm very curious, how do you make your money out of this platform?
Yes, I get asked that question a lot.
Oh, really? I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So, we want to help everyone. And as I mentioned, people who don't have as much money yet. And that's why we've taken the active decision to make the platform free to access. So as you mentioned, how are we going to make money?
Yes.
And we've looked into this thoroughly, and we've decided that the best way to make money is via advertising. And at the same time, we're aware that potentially not everyone wants to see ads. So there's an option on the platform where you can remove the ads for a small fee of £30 per year. And just to put things into context, one of the leading investment research platforms is provided by Goldman Sachs, and the fee for their platform is $30,000 per year. So Stockhub, we're providing the platform for free with ads, or for £30 per year without ads.
That makes sense to me, and I feel much better because, you know, if you said, oh, you won't have any income out from it, then I will be concerned. I will think there is a catch somewhere. So that's good. Now, tell us about the risks. Any risks?
Absolutely. Like with investing, there's risks, but we believe, as Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, said, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. So for us, it's about taking the right amount of risk, and the right amount of risk depends on the person. So as we touched upon earlier, you seem to be someone who has a low level of risk. So rather than investing all your money into one single investment, we would suggest investing potentially 10% of your money in numerous investments.
Yeah, this is more me. Yes, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket, actually. So that's a good point. And I think it's at Goldman Sachs that they say, they've got this quote, they say, where there is no risk, there is no an outcome and a profit or something, you know, something like that. So I can understand. And can you tell me, Manos, what inspired you to develop your idea?
Yeah, absolutely. So really, it was to fix a problem that I was having. As I touched upon earlier, I wanted to invest, but I just didn't know what to invest in. And it took me a lot of time to decide what to invest in. And I just thought there's got to be a better, faster way to decide what to invest in. So I scoured the markets, and I couldn't find anything which I felt fixed that need. So I decided to create a product myself.
That's a good idea. And how your priorities changed when you first started?
So when we first started, it was really just an idea. And the priority then was to validate the idea. So we carried out market research to demonstrate that there is a need for the product. And then once you have the idea, an idea on it alone isn't really enough. You've got to convert it into an actual product. So then the priority changed towards building that product. And in order to build that product, you need a team. So you went from idea generation, validating that idea, building a team, to now having an actual product, and now educating the market about that product.
That sounds excellent. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy, and perhaps it's not easy. So what challenges did you have to overcome at the beginning of your journey, Manos?
So I think probably one of the biggest challenges was building the right team to build the product. And that takes time. But at the same time, I feel that the team that we've built is the right team. And just to give you an example, my CTO is a former software engineer at one of the world's biggest bank, Barclays. My business advisor, he's the co-founder of a company which has 400,000 customers and 1.7 billion assets under management. Now, to create such a world-class team, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to, you got to speak to a few people and so forth. But I feel very confident that we have the right team in place.
And I can see that you have worked extremely hard. And I was going to ask you, what is unique about your business? But you've mentioned quite a few. But if you picked one and say that you feel really proud of this unique one thing, what would you say?
So for me, I think the most unique thing about our platform is that anyone can edit the research, and evidence suggests that making it so that anyone can edit the research in time results in high quality research on the largest number of investments. Essentially, it results in the democratization of investment research and helping to make more money for everyone.
So I mean, this is great, because then you can get so many knowledgeable people in this sector that they can have the input into this and develop it even more. That's amazing. It sounds really great. So funding your business, which stage is your business right now?
So we're literally about to release the product, and then we're going to start educating the market about the product. At the same time, we realize that in order to accelerate growth, we're going to need more money to put into the business. So we plan to start raising funds to supercharge the growth of the business soon.
Okay, and are you looking specific, like from specific people, like to fund your business, investors, etc.? I mean, how do you think you are going to achieve this?
So for us, we want to make investing accessible to everyone. And for that reason, we've made it so that anyone can invest in Stockhub. Typically, you need to be someone with a lot of money to invest in a business, but that goes against our core belief. And for that reason, we've made it so anyone can invest.
Excellent. And how can I find Stockhub? Any website? Where
yes,
can I find you?
We have a website, and that's at www.stockhub.co.
And also, Mano, if I want to ask further questions, or anyone, can we contact you directly? Or is it any other way that someone can answer any questions that perhaps I will think about it later on?
Yes. So the best way is to email hello@stockhub.co.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being with us today, Manos. We wish you all the best, and perhaps a message to our community before when this program.
That the Hellenic audience are the best.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It was a real pleasure having you today, and we wish you all the best. Thank you
very much.
all the best.
All right. Bye-bye.